How many trophies do you guys have for each quest? Um, I want to know if like maybe I'm missing somewhere.
Think did it? I think
Be on the
someone posted
Discord.
them. Yeah, I think it's on the Discord.
Is it updated there though? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so.
Yes. I was wondering.
It caps like 265 or something. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh wait, I should check if I have. I mean, I probably don't. Because didn't he say that you like don't have to get all the trophies to get to like the cap or something? Did I make that up? I remember
60
reading
up, I think.
Okay.
Also, there's like a dog all red quests in the canvas, and each dog is worth like 2 points.
Yeah.
So I finished quest 8 and I got all the points in all the trophies in the Discord,
Mhm.
but it still only says 14 out of 18. So maybe there's a quest that's supposed to have more points, more trophies. Yeah. Is there anything in the Discord that you guys have more than what's written down there?
No, I have the same. Might still be updating it.
Mhm.
I mean, it just froze this morning.
Question. When's the deadline to dog all of them? Is it June 29th or the end of quest 9?
I think it's quest 9. I'm not sure. I know you need to finish quest 9 by next week, but maybe you could, I'm not sure if you can still work on it after. I don't know. Maybe you have the week before the final. Don't know.
It's 2 weeks before the final. Between the due date of quest 9.
It's 1 week now. You have a whole week, and then like finals week. I think, right? We're week 10
June
right now.
29th
They
is
have
the final.
what's up?
June 29th is the final. So that would be
Oh yeah. If you want to be questing during finals week, that's you can do that, I guess.
okay. For dogging, not the just pupping, right?
And we said the max is 265, right? But then in
Yeah.
the Discord, it only sums to 256. So that's weird.
The 265 includes 18 trophies for dogging each quest.
Oh, okay.
18 extra.
2 per quest if you dog it.
Okay.
After you get through quest 9, you can dog any quest through before Friday of week 11.
So next Friday.
So it's next Friday.
That's next Friday.
Not the coming one, the one after that.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do the trophies you get for dogging. Like let's say you dog everything, do you get like extra credit or Does it just stop at the max? You guys know?
I assume cap implies that you get a max amount of 265. Like,
Does anybody have any tips before I head into quest 9? I'm just reading over the spec for the first time now. So I know in most quests there's like a few trip ups, a few common trips.
Have fun. It's
I think
I
it's
don't know.
not
There's some tricky things.
it's not necessarily like more difficult than the previous quests, but it definitely includes like a lot of the different algorithms. So definitely study those probably
Okay.
from elusive module before hopping in to write
Yeah.
the code.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I typically do. I feel like the modules are really useful, and I wish I used them in like 2B more. Probably would have saved some time. But yeah, thank you.
Also, I think like for quest 9, there's some certain algorithms that sometimes I can get like TLE, which is like time limit exceed. It's like once in many, like maybe every twice you can get like one of those. You know what I mean? So you can
Yeah.
try to like submit multiple times and then to get the maximum result.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it'll use a different test set and your quest won't.
Yeah, it can take multiple times.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you mean. Thank you.
Just an irrelevant comment. Anyone going to CalHex this week? The weekend?
I didn't know it was this weekend.
Oh,
Went to Deanza Hex. I imagine Cal Hex was a lot more though.
yeah, I think they had CalHex twice a year. So if you miss this one, you can
Oh, twice a year.
join
That
the
must
other
be
one.
why.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to let us know how you do.
Yeah. I think like this time it's about like AI and large language model, like ChatGPT kind of technology. Yeah.
I remember at the Foothill Hackathon, there was a group that used OpenAI to like make
Yeah,
something.
they won first place, right?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was cool. I don't know how they did it. They explained it, but I don't remember. It was cool though.
Yeah, I remember that was when like ChatGPT wasn't even a thing. So it was like super interesting to see that
Yeah.
then. But then like I feel like after ChatGPT was released, it wouldn't be that impressive anymore.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, yes, but the one that they made was really like specialized. Like it was specifically your class. Because remember, it would like take your lecture and make a study
Yeah,
set for it, where
yeah,
ChatGPT I feel like is more like general concepts.
yeah.
But no, you're right. It's probably a little less impressive now.
Hmm.
You guys know I'm reading the spec over right now. It says those of you who have met Simply with like two E's instead of a Y can simply use her code. Is that
I
like
think
some like
the last
secret?
quest from the green quest, the graph, right? The simply be.
Oh, I was thinking the way that he has the vector set up seems kind of similar to another quest we did. I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna have to go and take a look. But thank you. By the way, have you guys started making your little write-ups for the end of the quarter? Or like do you have like an estimate of how many posts and comments you have?
What
I'm
I
not very
did was that every time I posted something, I just put it in one of my notes. So
Oh,
that yeah,
that's
so
smart.
it might be easier for me to like do that later.
How many posts do you need?
I don't know. I'm looking at what I did last quarter to see if I have like a similar number of posts. Let's have a look.
I believe it's 12.
12 is like the recommended amount
Yeah,
of
Post plus comments?
I think comments
Oh, okay.
are also part of it.
So just like 12 things.
12 meaningful interactions, I
Yeah, meaningful
guess.
interactions.
Yeah. If it's like okay, cool, or like thank you, that probably doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay. I had 18 last quarter. I don't think those are all meaningful though. So yeah, probably 12. It's like a good amount.
And apparently they cannot be very close to one another time wise. Right?
No, actually, I remember last quarter we had a talk about that, and I think he removed the time constraint because there was a lot of people who didn't post early in the quarter. So he said, like, you can post whenever, just make sure that they're good posts.
Okay,
I don't know if he changed that. Yeah. Yo, did you see this $50 bug thing? I'm just looking in the Reddit now.
$50 bug.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, there's
I'm
like a
guess.
bug bounty thing.
Yeah,
It's like if you find one.
I'm guessing
Oh.
bug means like his test doesn't catch something it's supposed to. Yeah, yeah, that's what it means. Sheesh, $50.
Or extra credit.
Oh yeah. You think you can ask him? Be like, look, give me another 1% in the participation. No, probably not.
$30 per each.
Yeah.
Hmm. You also have to like pass it without passing
Oh,
it.
yo, Oliver, remember how you were talking about sometimes your code passes the reference time and sometimes it doesn't?
Yeah. So that does that count?
I
But
mean,
that's
you could
like a
try.
time. That's a time limit thing. So I don't think that
Yeah,
that
it might not.
counts.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right. But you
Yeah.
could.
But if it's like the code, the algorithm itself is not working, but it's still passing, it probably counts.
Yeah. Dang. I kind of wish you posted this earlier in the quarter because I
Yeah.
definitely would have like been looking closer.
I think I definitely identified some like it should have passed, but it didn't. But I didn't like I didn't find like this kind of it shouldn't pass, but it passed. Kind of.
Oh yeah, you had the other way around.
Yeah, yeah. Like I remember the first quest, the set generation. Sometimes, even though the set meets the criteria, it's still not passing for some reason because of how his tests were written.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely easier to find those ones. But I
Yeah.
guess he doesn't really want those ones. Whatever.
I just submitted my bug report, so hopefully he'll accept that.
No way. What was the bug?
It was in Quest 1. The add a limbs function, you did not need to check if it was null pointer or return false error. You can just run it over the add function and then return true at the end.
Now I gotta look at all my past quests.
Congrats, $50.
No
We'll see.
way. Yeah, we'll see.
I think that's kind of a stupid error. Like, I don't think that
Yeah,
really is a
needs to
bug.
get
It's
approved.
just-
I feel like I could definitely like think of like times that I felt something was wrong throughout the quarter, but I don't actually remember what was wrong. I actually remember the feeling.
Yeah, I remember a couple occasions I had just entered like a default return statement or something, and the quest passed. But I'm trying to find those, and this is the only thing that was kind of like that.
For One thing, did any of you guys ever figure this out on the toString function in Quest 8? He said like, if your thing doesn't pass, it'll say epic fail,
Yeah.
but instead it would just like, it would silently,
It wasn't epic enough.
yeah. I
Okay.
guess my fail wasn't epic,
Yeah,
or
so for that one, I
Oh.
was getting the epic fail.
That's
you got
Because
the
really
epic
funny.
fail?
yeah,
Oh,
I got
really?
an epic fail initially.
Oh,
How did you do it?
Oh, how did I fix it? So my first
No.
epic fail was because I capitalized end of the heap and end of heap, and it's supposed to be lowercase. So that was an epic fail. Then after that, I got everything else to work, including the list of all the elements. And then I had the extra line like yippee, hooray, and all that. So then that passed, but it didn't give me any trophies. I removed that line and then I got the trophies.
Yeah, that's why
that's
I wonder.
weird.
I wonder why sometimes it'll do the epic fail and sometimes it won't, even though those seem like similar situations. Because
I think if you have extra stuff, it'll be an epic fail. Or if it's spelled wrong.
if it's like an
Like if the main
obvious
stuff
thing,
is like, yeah, so if the main like obvious things are like out of
okay,
place, then it's gonna be an epic
that
fail.
makes sense. Okay,
Anything additional is just failed, but and no trophies.
yeah, that makes sense.
There's your works.
Mine?
Yeah,
Did I get it to work?
yeah.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if you saw my post, right? You commented on it. Yeah, I
Oh
don't know
yes, yes, I
why I did my right child. I I just thought of if you keep making the heap or whatever, if you keep making it bigger, right? All the new values are always going to be the sentinel. And so I was like, oh, just check if it's the sentinel, and then it's not in the correct size. But I didn't consider that you can just every time you call delete, all those old values are still there. And so it could not be 0 while still being outside of the bounds. Um, so I wish you commented that like a day before, because then I would have gotten it, but I had to figure it out on my own. So maybe it's better that way. I don't know. But yeah, thank you.
Professor gonna come?
What was that?
Is the professor gonna come?
Oh, no, I remember last quarter when we got later into it, he just recorded it and he didn't show up usually. Speaking of,
You have the same. And he taught CS2B last quarter, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a student at Foothill, so
Oh, you're not? Where do you go?
no, I'm just taking the course for like practice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I graduated college like a year and a half
Oh,
ago.
sick.
I'm curious if anybody has feedback on this. I made a post about it, but I was thinking about how to improve the efficiency of delete min in Quest 8. And I think it can be done without needing to call percolate down, and it should just be like possible to do it as an O of n or O of 1 by like using a pointer to a vector instead of a vector for lems, and then you can just move up the starting address. That way you delete like the sentinel, but you can copy it over it and place it over the min which you were deleting, and then you can just check between the next two, which one's smaller, and move that up. And that way you don't need to trickle down. You only need to do like 3 things.
That sounds interesting. Is this just a theory or you got
This
it
is just a
working
theory right now. I
already?
don't have
Yeah.
look at it once I'll find the time to.
Mm.
How are you gonna get the next name? Is it just the next element?
What do you mean the next one?
The next minimum value, you'll have to set that as the new min.
Right, yeah. So the next minimal value will have to be, since it's a binary tree, it has to be one of 2 values, right? So you just check those 2, whichever one's the smallest one, you can just use that as the next one and then flip them potentially or leave it as is. Those are the 2 scenarios, right?
Thinking you might have to change some stuff afterwards, because if you make that the new min, then
But it's only in, it comes in levels, right? Like everything in one level is guaranteed to be smaller than everything in the next level. So you can switch within the level fine, I think. And since you're only moving the starting address, you don't have to reallocate your memory, and it should still just be a 1.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Wait, let me. I don't know. That's interesting. It's an interesting question. I don't know. I want to like make a few heaps or what are they called? Wait, hold on. Are we working with heaps? Is that what it's officially called? I mean, I know it's like
Binary heaps.
yeah, it's like a tree. Okay.
Mm.
I'd like to work with some and like see if that's true because it sounds right. But did you do any testing?
No, I haven't had the time to yet.
Okay. I'd love to do some testing. I'll leave a comment on your Reddit post. But we'll see. That's interesting. It sounds like it would work. I don't know.
I found a blog about it. Might be relevant.
Oh.
Here.
Are you gonna comment the blog post on the Reddit or
It could actually. That's a good
okay.
idea.
Yeah, that might be good. And everybody can see it. Yeah, so this is the percolate down. Yeah, sure, you don't have to percolate down. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Okay. I think one reason it might not work is, oh yeah, it might change the tree structure.
That's what I was
Because
thinking.
yeah, in the blog post he sent, you can sort of see it's sort of like the rotations that we did with the splay trees a few quests back. Like you need to rotate the tree a little bit to get it back to its wait a second. Yeah,
But I'm not
back to like
moving
a
up
balanced tree.
I'm not moving up the last element. I'm completely ignoring the moving it to the front.
Let me see. If you okay, you're cutting out the first element. So boom. Now the less of the two children becomes the root. Okay, here's the root. So this is now 1. Okay.
Essentially, even if you're gonna swap the left and right child, basically if you're gonna make the right child the new min, the new root, then you're making the right child, or no, you're making the left child the new right child. And that's going to mess up with the ordering, because if you multiply the index of that new element, it's going to still be, it might be larger than the next level. I don't know if you're able to visualize it.
So
Hmm.
I don't know exactly what you're saying. I think you can annotate as well. So if you want to show me what you mean by that, because I'm not really understanding. What I'm thinking is that this is the sentinel value. Let's say we're using size t, so it's 0. We're using a vector vector pointer. So we can do +1, right, to the vector pointer. And now our new starting address is here. And we saved this before, and now we're going to move it here. So now we've deleted the min, right? And now all that's left is check to these two. And you were saying that if we swap them, then it's going to mess up something, right? But as far as I can tell, it's going to be a binary tree thing, right? So swapping within level shouldn't, like, they don't need to be ordered within the level. If this is like level 2, right, we're switching between these two. Everything is here is guaranteed to be smaller than in the next stage, right? So you should just be able to swap to the lower one.
Let me try with some values.
Okay, so 1, 3.
Yeah, 1,
Two.
3, and then, yeah, sure.
5.
Okay, yes.
So this is now the new min, or this is we deleted this, right? So this becomes it technically becomes just 0, 3, 2, so forth, right? And now we just check which one's lower, and so it's 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 7, and that should still obey the min heap.
So let's just check if everything is indeed larger, or no, if the parents are indeed are smaller than the next level. So you have 2. So multiply that by, so this is indeed smaller.
Oh.
Oh, there you can see it. Okay. Yeah, these
Okay.
work.
Never mind.
So okay, so this is gonna be 1.
Yeah,
So
okay. But I think this should still be faster because you don't have to go through the whole tree. No, you actually probably have to do more. All right, never
3,
mind. Thanks for
4,
the help.
6. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty interesting. Like in this case, it seems to work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd like to find a case that it doesn't work, if possible. Cause
I
like,
found
don't know.
one possible case where it might not work. Here's
Show.
so yeah, one. Can I?
Yeah, I think you just need to hit the annotate thing. Here, I'll close.
Okay. Um. Okay. There's whiteboard. Okay. Let's see. So suppose we have so suppose we have the sentinel value.
I'll see you guys next week.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So 1, 0, 1, and then we can have 3, 8. We have 0, 1, or no, 0, 1, 8. 6, 5. 0, 1, 8, 3. And then 6, 5, 9. Okay. 6, 5. And this one's going to be the sentinel value. Okay. Okay, yes, I'll just draw this. Draw. So this will be the sentinel. So you'll have a tree like this. So 1, 1, 3, 8. Oh no, it should be. This wouldn't even be a proper heap, actually. I think this should be 6. This should be 6, and this should be 8. So there should be. Is there an eraser? Okay, yeah, there's an eraser. So there should be. So if we make this 6, and then we have 5, and we have 9. And then 6 should have 8. So if we just replace this and put 6, we get rid of this and we put 3 in its place. So then we would have 3, and then we would have 6 and 8. Then 8 would have. Okay, so 6. Oh, okay. So there should, I think 5 would go here. Where would 5 and 9 go? I guess this is like the question.
Wait, hold on. Your 5 is in the base case. It already doesn't seem to obey. Oh no, because it's rooted to because it's rooted to the 6, so it can't be. Or it's the child of 6, right?
Yes, but it shouldn't be the child of 6. Like, where would it go if 3 is the new root? So you're basically just replacing 3 and 6. And then after that, I guess you have 8. And then 5.
No, but in the first version, you're already. It's I think your tree on the left is incorrect.
You have 3, 6. Well, yeah, because 6 is going to be greater than 5.
Yeah.
5.
Are we trying to improve the time complexity here, or are we trying to
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing in what case would just replacing, so basically saying where we could just get rid of the old root and make the initial central value point to it. And then the new root would be the minimum of the left and right child.
Oh,
And we
Okay.
didn't, and we wouldn't have to percolate down. Are you able to annotate on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of the place where it would fail. There's probably some reason why you would want to percolate down. I want to find out why you would do that.
We gotta look into it more on Reddit, bro. We gotta be getting participation for this.
Yeah.
Look, let's just. Okay, you guys can stay on. I gotta go make dinner though, but highly recommend moving it to Reddit because it's a good discussion. All right, see you guys.
I'll actually go too now.
yes, yeah.
All right.
All right,
I'll go
peace.
soon. Thanks, guys. See you.
Right, bye.
Bye.